Hey guys, cheers to everyone who put up a Q&A on my Instagram, Brian Keane Fitness. I'm going to go through it now. I haven't looked at any of them yet, so I'm just going to answer them as they come along. Um, what would you do? Plan? Would you do a heavy week and then a volume week, or would you split a week into half heavy, half volume? It really depends on your goals. Personally, I do tend to periodize my training, and volume. It tends to increase and decrease week by week, but it's really specific on goals. If you're, for example, an athlete and strength is one of your main focuses, but you also need to have conditioning work, you'd have a mix of maybe strength one week, volume another week, or mixed both in the same workout. So are both in the same week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday might be strength, Thursday, Friday, Saturday might be volume, etc. It really is goal dependent. Personally, I focus on volume anyway, stimulating hypertrophy, making sure that I'm getting enough blood into the muscle, because I train it largely for aesthetics now, and a little bit for function, but more or less it's I don't really do strength phases anymore, apart from once or twice a year when I feel I need a bit of a deload on my muscular system. What's your current training split? How often do you do cardio? What forms of cardio do you do? My current training split is a push-pull leg split. This is my favorite because it allows me to hit every body part twice a week. I train normally 5-6 times a week. I'll do push on one day, so shoulders, triceps, chest, pull, back, rear delts, biceps, and then legs by themselves. And they all get hit twice a week. And then my cardio at the minute is actually burpees at the end of my workout, because I've got that 8-hour burpee challenge, where I'm going to be doing 8 hours consistent burpee with my partner, my team trainer Paul, raising money for Console, the national suicide charity in Ireland. So my cardio at the end of my workouts now was, for example, yesterday was 150 burpee push-ups, just for time. I did 100 the day before, and I'm going to do 200 today. That's my cardio, but normally I'm a HIIT guy, so high intensity cardio, either a CrossFit style finisher, Metcon, metabolic conditioning, or 30-30 sprints or Tabata training. I'm a high intensity cardio guy, apart from prep when I'm just absolutely wrecked and I can only do low intensity, 15-20 minutes on a cross trainer. Best time to eat Ben and Jerry's. Man, Terry is one of my prep clients from nationals last year. Best time to eat Ben and Jerry's? Anytime, but really post workout. It really is the best time to have it. Assuming you have everything right the rest of the week, and that your macros are in order with your goals, you're timing them right, your carbohydrates are post workout, if you're trying to cut up, and everything is in balance. Your Ben and Jerry's definitely post workout, when your body's most effective at its nutrient partitioning. Basically, it'll assimilate the carbohydrates and fats and stuff more effectively if you do it after a training session, and particularly after your hardest training session. So for me, that's normally legs. I do volume workouts for legs. Last week myself and Paul did the DTP superset with German volume to finish. So there was 700 reps in the whole workout. 2 tubs of Ben and Jerry's after, and it literally doesn't do anything to you because your body's so good at assimilating. But that's, again, assuming that you have everything else right. Is it better to have no carbs until after training, even if you don't train until 5 or 6, or should I have them in the morning and cut them out the rest of the day before training? Again, really is goal dependent. I like having carbs at the most insulin sensitive times. Basically, insulin sensitive times means that your body will take the carbs and utilize them for energy, which is carbs' primary function. They don't have any other job except for to give your body energy. So I like to use them at insulin sensitive times when your body will utilize them. You're most insulin sensitive first thing in the morning because you fasted for 6 to 8 hours, and then post workout, kind of similar concept, because you've effectively fasted and your body needs to repair. So I tend to have them first thing in the morning and post workout. But that being said, carb backloading works amazing too. Carb backloading is where you don't have any carbs until after you train. And it allows your body to use fat as its primary fuel source, and then effectively any carbohydrates you get just goes back towards glycogen replenishment, and they don't get stored as body fat. The only way carbs will get stored as body fat, obviously, if you're in a calorie surplus. But what happens with carbohydrates is they go towards your glycogen stores. When your glycogen stores are full, it gets converted back to the liver and then gets added into fat stores. So that's how carbohydrates make you fat. That's only obviously in excess. Carb backloading and taking them in insulin sensitive times tends to minimize this massively. thoughts on intermittent fasting, does it work, and worry that I lose too much size and strength. I talked about this in another Q&A. There's a place for intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, for anyone that doesn't know, is basically where you go long periods through the morning and then you have like your main meals. Normally warrior style diet, intermittent fasting is the best, where you have 2 hour slot in the day where you eat your meals that time, and then you fast effectively the rest of the day. I've tried it. I did try it in my first contest prep. I struggled massively. I have, as I said in the video previous, I have a ferocious appetite. I have to, even when I'm dieting down for shows and shoots, it's not eating the food is my biggest struggle because I have such a massive appetite. So I struggle with intermittent fasting massively because my energy was down, and I was starving all the time. But that being said, it does help you lose body fat. If you're somebody that's quite a in the middle of a mesomorph, which basically means that you put on muscle quite easily, but you can put on a little bit of body fat too, intermittent fasting will make you lean. I got really lean and kept a lot of my size, obviously because the fasted effect gives you better production of your like natural steroidal hormones and growth hormone, because there's no food in your system, so your body's more efficient at producing those hormones. So I held my size and I got really lean, but I just felt horrible. But it did work. If you're a hard gainer or somebody that has quite a strong sympathetic nervous system where your metabolism's fast and you burn a lot of calories quick and you just can't even put on size, intermittent fasting is going to be a disaster for you. So I wouldn't recommend it. If you're someone that holds a little bit of muscle and you struggle to eat, but you can still hold your size and you're supplementing with things like branched chain amino acids and your glutamine levels are okay and you've got your zinc to support testosterone and things like that, you can give it a try and see how you find it. I tried it, didn't like it, and it didn't work for me. So I hope this video helps. Nice quick one. Just put the post up about 40 minutes ago. So cheers to all the guys that put up questions. And I'll come at you another Q&A again hopefully next week.